Hey guys, this is Fantasia from the Mastering Math Lab, and today I'm going to be going over how to find the slope of a line if you're given 2 points on the line. So here we have a problem that says find the slope of the line containing the points 3, -7 and -2, 9. So what we need to remember here is what our equation for slope is. That's going to be m is equal to y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. So I know a lot of you have trouble remembering if it's the y on the top or if it's the x on the top. So a little trick for remembering that is to recall that slope is going to be equal to our rise over our run. If we think about rise over run, what we want to do is then think about our axes. If we are rising, that's going to be parallel to our y-axis. And if we are running, that's going to be parallel to our x-axis. So if we're doing rise over run, that's going to be our y over our x. So now that we know what our equation for slope is, all we have to do is plug our points in. So here we have 3, -7 and -2, 9. What we need to do here is pick which one's going to be our first point and which one's going to be our second point. So it doesn't really matter which one you pick as your first point as long as you make both your x and your y the same. So if we pick 3, -7 as our first point, 3 will be our x1 and -7 will be our y1. So here our ones match up, and that's what we want. So if this is our first point, then our second point is going to be -2, 9. Now we're able to switch this up so that we just switch what points we have. So we could make this our second point. Oops. But if we make this our second point, we just have to make sure our y and our x match up here. So it doesn't matter which way you do it, as long as the points match up. So here we'll just stick with our first point as our second point. So if we plug this into our equation, first we're going to plug in our second point. So we're going to start with -7 and then 3. And then we're going to subtract our first point, which is going to be 9. And then here we're subtracting a -2. So since we're subtracting a negative, we have to make sure we put it in parentheses. Now all we have to do is our math to find the answer. So if we do the numerator first, we have -7 minus 9. -7 minus 9 is going to be -16. And then the denominator, we're doing 3 minus -2. And remember, when we're subtracting a negative, that's going to turn into a positive. So we're really doing 3 plus 2. And 3 plus 2 is going to be 5. So then our slope here is going to be -16 over 5. If we could simplify our fraction, that's what we would do here, but there's nothing we can really do, so we'll just leave it as -16 over 5. So I hope that helps, and if you still have trouble with this concept, feel free to reach out for additional help. Thanks for watching.